Hopefully you can hear me. And we're going to get into some readings here today. I was trying to upload my page. It wasn't letting me. We're going to talk about boosting your intuition today. Pull some cards for the collective and perhaps some personal card pulls for those of you who are interested. Hi, Meredith. I'm going to rush something. Hope to be back at 4 p.m. I guess we'll see what happens. Okay. Yeah, how have you guys been this week? Past week? Yeah. Thanks for your patience, I guess, me coming in. I had to deal with some stuff yesterday. So I just figured instead of me trying to rush home and do all the things, I would pause and just be in the moment. But hi, Delilah. Hello. Oh, you made it. Yeah, hi, Meredith. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I've been like feeling rather like, I want to say like low energy and noticing a bit of like just the reminder to step into practices that we have. For me, it was like, the kind of doing the lesser banishing ritual, creating like space that way and honoring the body. Oh, hi, Deborah. Hello, long time. And we did have a Scorpio full moon yesterday, Sunday, Monday. And that can be a difficult energy, Scorpio, the death card, right? Like a lot, excuse me, a lot of intensity that way. When I had kind of made the post for this concept of boosting your intuition, I guess it was just in my mind of like, how are spirit messages coming through for each of us, and how can we like tune into it? Ooh, 222. So I thought I'd pull cards for that today, and we'll see for you if you want a personal card pulled. We can kind of, I guess, just see what spirit says around ways you can boost your intuition, maybe some things that might be in the way of that, and maybe what the benefits would be. Because, it's like, what is intuition? Intuition is this internal knowing that can guide us on our path. Many people think that like it's maybe you have particular image of what intuition is. There's the different clairs, clairaudience, clairvoyance, clairsentience, etc. Everyone has their own way in which they can perceive energy or receive messages. It's about you figuring out your way. Usually when I teach Reiki, I'll explain like, what it comes down to. Sure, maybe we have across our timeline as humans spoken about how like the chakra system or the energy centers in the body have different corresponding colors. There also comes a point where it's like you have to kind of decipher what your personal encyclopedia is, or your personal like glossary is of what different energetic signatures may be, what they might mean. For me, when I see hawk, for instance, that's like a medicine sign to me. That is a very particular animal that I connect to for dreaming. And so there tends to be high connections that way for me personally, but for you, it might mean something else. So it's like figuring out the ways in which you connect to your intuition. And this is part of the life story of the healer, of the intuitive, the empath, etc. So, okay, comments. It's been a hard week, Delilah says. Yeah, I feel that. I think it's the Scorpio energy. Deb, I'm feeling low too this week, utilizing tools, but also honoring and ignoring and not ignoring how I've been feeling. Yeah. Thanks for saying that, Deb. I think that's a huge part. And thank you all for just kind of like putting it out there that like you're not going through it alone. I think we can think we are, but we all go through the difficulties. It's just and it's not about trying to like brush it out underneath the carpet. It's just being with what it is. And also, I think, what are some ways in which maybe you've felt called in the past to tap into clearing energies and so forth? One thing I realized, you guys, I was like eating so much food. Like I just like, oh my God, like why am I like stuffing my face? Like literally more than usual. And okay, let's see here. And okay, I'm gonna write names down, Delilah. Sweet. Deb. Okay. Anyways, I just realized I was like eating so much food like the last 2 weeks, just feeling this need to like consume. And on the Sunday morning, I went to visit my sister. We were like sleeping in a trailer because I was like, oh, like when I go out there, I can just kind of be in nature more, even though I know it's not nature, but I can sleep outside of a house. And I woke up and I was just like contemplating, like, why this feeling of like needing to consume so much? And I'm feeling so heavy. That's how I could tell. I'm like, I'm feeling heavy. Like, I don't really want to eat, but there's something like really heavy. And I'm like, I need to fast or like just have a cleanse because I can't, whatever. And then it dawned on me when I'd done that talk to the entities course. One of the sections they talk about is how we have different coping mechanisms when it comes to dealing with entities. And this, I'm saying this because this is tapped into different intuitive gifts or abilities. And it was just this reminder in that moment of like, wow, I have like completely abandoned any clearing exercises with entities or working with entities, which I'd kind of like dedicated myself to. Like that's just one of my ways of intuiting, of supporting, I guess, the spirit world and allowing it to be a contribution in my own life. And so I just did the clearings. And we're going to do a clearing actually here before we get into the collective reading, because that's kind of why I was getting at that. It was coming through is that not everything that we're picking up on that's hard or low or heavy or dense or whatever. It can even be like really positive, manic-y type emotions or feelings. Oftentimes, any of this stuff's not even ours. But when our intuition or when we're intuitive or connected, however you want to identify that, you may be picking up on it and turning to unhealthy coping mechanisms or particular coping mechanisms that, yeah, they just don't serve you in the long run. Sure, I can eat like yummy food and enjoy time and have comfort from food on the occasion or whatever. But like to do it for like 2 weeks on end, I'm telling you guys, I was just like, oh. Yesterday was like the first day I like in the evening, I'm like, oh, I didn't crave anything like sweet. It was just like a very different energy. Okay, Meredith, we got your name there. And Deb, just so you know, it's kind of like members get to go first. So I'm putting your name there still. But if you're wondering why I'm jumping around. Hi, Ahmet Balsi. Hello, Turkish. Cool. Ooh, I'm reading a book about Rumi. It's such a good book. Okay, well, let's start before we get into the collective reading. I'll shut up my blabbing. We'll do just a entity clearing. So we're just going to call for the entities present here. Any entities in our home spaces, in our spaces around the land in which we all resonate or reside. Those entities that may be in our auric fields, bodies, pains, sensations. Just ask you to show up here. And if it's uncomfortable for any of you watching, entities or those of you with a body watching, just know that this is completely up to you, your free will. But what if life could be lighter and more at ease by clearing entities? That rhymed. So all of those present, did you know that you do not have a body? It's just what we ask. Okay. I'm just taking a deep breath in letting it go. Any other entities that want to be present here before we start this clearing? Inviting you. I'm seeing the number of the views going up, so maybe more people are going to want to hop on. That's okay. We just invite you. And remember, this is timeless, so whenever you see it, watch it and embrace it. All those entities, ancestral connections too, that want to be cleared, we just call to you here now. 10:33. Did you know you don't have a body? And we'll just ask, who are you? Who were you before that? 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 And who would you like to be in the future? With all that said and done, destroy and uncreate, clear you, and all magnetic imprinting will you take with you? Good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all 100 shorts, boys, poveds, creations, bases, and beyonds. Taking a deep breath in. Just tuning into whatever you're noticing, whatever energies in your space, in your body. We're going to just ask, what are you? Any remaining entities? And what were you before that? 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 And what would you like to be in the future? And all magnetic imprinting, will you take that now with you? Good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all 100, shorts, boys, poveds, creations, bases, and beyonds. And taking a deep breath in. So one of you watching may or may not have something about the abdominal, like I'm feeling it kind of like belly up into this, like, you know, when you get like indigestion is how I would describe it. To me, it's not really like in the stomach. It's more like in the intestine, kind of going up almost to the diaphragm. Just tuning into whatever that is. Entity, oh, interesting. If there's any demonic energies here, we revoke and rescind you, demon. Come, go back from whence you came. Go back from whence you came. Go back from whence you came. Any demonic entities, we revoke and release you. Rescind. Go back from whence you came. Go back from whence you came. Go back from whence you came. Any demonic entities, we revoke and rescind you now. Go back from whence you came. Go back from whence you came. Go back from whence you came. Good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all 100, shorts, boys, poveds, creations, bases, and beyonds. Taking any magnetic imprinting with you. And now everyone, just inviting you to just imagine a light, just a bright, brilliant white light, completely filling your body. Maybe it starts kind of at your womb space or your heart, like a center point. And this ball of light just grows larger and brighter, and it starts to move beyond your physical body, out through your auric field, that energy field around you. And it begins to fill the space around you. This is creating like a bubble, creating a sense of protection, clearing, reminding you that you are a luminous being. And I'm going to invite you with this to put up like a sign or like just energetically a signage that lets entities know, like, this is your space. If you want to do your own clearing work with them, give them like business hours of when you can do the work. Like maybe you're like, hey, I'm free to do work with you Monday to Friday from 9 till 10 a.m. No other time. If they come at any point or you pick up something, tell them you have to come back another time. That you only stay within your designated work hours. Or perhaps you're like, this is not my work. Like, I just don't want to deal with you guys. Like, go find someone that can. and that wants to pay the money for it or receive the money for it. Okay. Okay, feels lighter to me. I don't know if you feel that, but I was like, there's like so much stuff. Like I started seeing, especially when that abdomen thing, I like just saw like a black thing up there. So boosting your intuition, you guys, there's so many ways to do it. I'm going to read the comments here in a moment, but like for me, it started with doing Reiki, tuning into that like way of perceiving energy. And I just followed the nudges, where it went next, where it went next. What we were just doing was talk to the entities, which is a course that I literally was gifted. You guys, gifted. But working with entities is a thing I've done in the past on and off through various different trainings. So, you know, we follow the things that excite us, that are interesting, and that's part of our intuitive gift. So we'll see what the cards say for the collective. Then we're going to go into personal cards pulled. Card pulls. Okay, Meredith, I gained 20 pounds. I literally went to the doctor, asked for metformin. Yeah, oh wow. Well, good for you for taking your health into your own hands. You know, we live in this world that's just so like go, go, go. It makes it so easy to purchase food out and like, and I mean, hormones, aging, that stuff too. Oh, makes a difference. Hello, electrical girl. Hi, I'm trying to see your picture. I don't think I can see it. Hello, welcome. Hi, Golden Lily. Hello. That's me. I have an intestinal virus. Oh, really? Well then, I'm glad that you arrived when you arrived. Hi, Alma Tercier. Hello, what's up? Yeah, we're talking about boosting intuition. We're going to get into the personal card or collective cards pulls here. Taking a bit of time. Let's see. What do the cards have to say for us as a collective around boosting our intuition? Ooh, we have the knowledge card. We got 34. 3-4. That's something that's been showing up lots, you guys. Since that Hangman tarot thing class, I've just been seeing that concept of the 3 and the 4, the triangle and the square. But I mentioned how, ooh, we got the serpent, transmute. So I was talking about how the knowledge is needed to boost your intuition. You can't just like, to me personally, you can't just like expect yourself to know things if you don't put in the time and work. For me earlier, it was like, oh, I guess I should do a lesser banishing ritual because I'm kind of like noticing my energy, right? Like it's like, oh, and here I have all this knowledge and information that I've gathered from just my curiosities. I have the tools. Deborah said it, the tools. We have those tools, but like, let's be honest, sometimes we're lazy. We don't want to do it, right? I definitely have decreased my like magical ritualistic practices. You know, before I would faithfully do lesser banishing ritual, morning, night. I would do my solar adorations through the 4 points in the day and a whole whack of other things. You know, like from like the Rose Cross ritual to like, anyways, so many things. And then it just like was like, oh, you know, and I think following the nudge of when you feel like you want to slow down, but like when it's like life's getting difficult, but you're just not doing the things that you know you should be doing, whatever that is, even if it's eating something healthy. Like I know eating McDonald's every day is probably not going to make me feel very good. But if I continually choose to do it, so what is it that you know about your intuition or the things that are going to boost your intuition that maybe you've been putting off to the side? We're going to call to Snake to transmute that energy. We have Snake, which is the wisdom, serpent, that energy anyway. Okay, so there's something here transmuting, something here that you're shedding. That number there is 44. We have a 10 between those two. Fascinating. Okay, what other things do we need to know? Almost like the moving forward with boosting intuition for the collective. It's an echinacea flower. Oh, in your picture. Cool. Thank you, electrical. Hi, Daria, I think it says. Yeah, you can get a reading. Oh, interesting. We have nature spirits. Well, I've talked about this time and time again on here about the need to get out in nature. And funny how I gave that example even about the hawk as a sign from spirit, like the medicine signs, and maybe because I started too with a lot of like shamanic, in the shamanic realm, the nature realm. To me, nature is like the most beautiful teacher when it comes to intuition. She can like open things for us because it helps us ground. My time working as a psych nurse, what I learned is that many people who have an open, blasted open crown tend to be, dare I say, misdiagnosed as having a mental health issue, when in fact it's just, they're like, yeah, this is just open. Whether they've taken like crystal meth and it's open, which, like, to me, you guys, crystal meth, like, not saying to go do it at all, like, but I can tell you that that's like the biggest crown opener, at least for people who are using it like on an addictive basis. But there's no grounding. They can't comprehend the energy, and then it leads to paranoia, which can happen with a boosting of your intuition. If you've had a spiritual awakening, like things just are coming at you. You're picking up on energy so much. So I'm saying this all because I feel like without nature, without connecting to the groundedness of the earth, of the animals, all this stuff, all this intuition will be just overwhelmed. You won't be able to handle it. I believe it was this reading this week in the membership. It was talking about going on the earth, was it not? We have snake again. I'm pretty sure it was this one this week that just came out yesterday. Past life at the bottom. We were watching a movie last night. I don't know if you guys have seen this movie. It's called Agora. Oh, it's such a beautiful movie. I've been wanting to watch it again, and I found that it was on Prime. So I was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm watching it because it's like a movie about the Library of Alexandria and just some of the stuff that happens. And as we were watching it yesterday, like, I have a heavy tie to that place. Like, there's Egypt in general. I feel like I've been called to, I've spent a few times in Cairo, but Alexandria, that particular place, I've not physically been here in this lifetime, but I have this pull. And watching that movie yesterday, I was just telling Paul, I'm like, I know I love this movie and there's a feeling I get from it. We're like, what is it? And I realized, I'm like, oh, it's like grief because of the destruction of all the knowledge, all the wisdom that was there, what it represented. And I'm saying this because I think for many of you, your intuition, your knowledge, your knowing comes from this past life stuff, something that you're feeling called to. Something that, like, you just have always been interested in since you were young. Deb says, my Reiki practice, meditation, I want to bring it back. I got off track. Yeah, it's never too late to get this stuff back on track. That's the main thing I'm saying, you guys. Never too late. Just every day is a new day. Every moment's just a new moment. I don't know what tonight's going to look like, but all I know is that before I came on here, I did the lesser banishing ritual. I just stumbled through a solar adoration because I couldn't remember the words, which was so funny. Electrical girl, I have a question. If you have time, will I be moving? Okay, I'll put your name down here, electrical girl, electrical girl. New development next door. Cool. Nature. Hi, Johnny John. Hello. A past life person told me I lived in Alexandria. Yeah, we probably knew each other, Meredith. I wonder, that'd be cool. Honestly, you guys, all of us, I feel like, you know what I mean? Okay. Yes, Daria. There's a lineup of people, but I feel like we usually get through everyone. Golden Lily, I have your name too. So, and to those of you that like want to join or have a reading privately, you can always schedule one with me. Then we can get like deeper into some of this stuff and it'll be catered to you. I think that info's in the description. Okay, but we're getting back into the collective reading. I just want to pull a few of these tarot. Oh my God, you guys. Hi, Marie. Ooh. So we have Princess of Swords. Oh, there's so much green in this. Oh, okay. If there's another green, I'm going to be like, "Meh." Let's see on this side. What's a card for us to boost our intuition? Okay. So on like the left side, I'm kind of seeing it as like the challenge. And on the right side, we have like the pro kind of situation. The things that are going to help, so to speak. We're transmuting with that snake energy, but we have this Princess of Swords. So whatever the thoughts have been, and I've talked about this before on the channel about like what you think your intuition needs to be like. Whatever the pressures are, you're, like, oh, I just don't know. Am I making the right decision? Or how come I see, other people being able to tap into things intuitively, but I just feel like I can't. It's like I shared in the past when I had my spiritual emergence, initially I was like, I'm going to see auras. And I like hyper focused on how do I develop that? It was just like, I need to, but it became like this harsh way of needing to do something. And it like never happened. And then eventually it probably took me a good like 2 years, like to be honest, for sure over a year. Cause I remember like being like, oh, eventually, like, why am I even trying? I let it go. And then sometime after that, probably like a few years later after that, okay, again, that encyclopedia of knowing what my intuitive awarenesses are. I started to realize when I would do Reiki sessions or just work with people or see people on the street, I was seeing energy, but I wouldn't see their auras of colors. I literally would see their bodies in a deformed way. Like people's bodies would change on the table. Like it's weird, but that's how I see. If I see someone walk, I will see that they have like a hunch in their back and I know they're carrying something. Like it's just like weird stuff like that. And I just get a knowing. So I'm saying all this because you're transmuting and letting go. You're shedding what you're thinking it needs to be. Princess here being a very like low level way of, or a developed form of how your thoughts are, because thoughts being with swords. So whatever those undeveloped thoughts or those immature thoughts may be, can you allow yourself to just shed them? Shed the pressures you're putting on yourself about what your intuition needs to look like, what God wants. Because I'm seeing this as like the sacrificial altar here in the back, we might like, can you give up the thing that you want so much? For me in that example, it would have been to see auras so badly. Can you just be like, I'm surrendering that to you, God? Like however you want me to be used as a vessel and my intuitive gifts. Can you do that here? So just imagine that right now. Just if you're willing, yes, okay, good. Good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all 100 shorts, boys, povads, creations, bases, and beyonds. Whew. Okay, I'm writing your name down, Destiny. You're allowed to have an old account. Hi, Marie. Marie says, can I ask a question? I could see about that, Marie, if we get to you. All you people with different names. Okay. Ooh, hi, what a lovely day. So many people, this is cool. You want to hear from your shadow self, impressive. Okay, I'm going to see how many people we can get to. We're at 2:30. Hi, Lulu. I put your name down. We'll see what happens. But let's finish up this collective reading. On the other side, with that nature spirit, we have, what is this? The 9 of Wands. Oh my God, beautiful. Because it's the strength card. The 9 is tied to our womb space or yesod, which is the sphere of of the moon. That is the place to me in the shamanic realm of your intuition. And I love how we have this connection of like the sun to the moon, this direct link to spirit speaking to your internal self. And the strength, to me, what I'm seeing here is the balance of like Gebura and Chesed. Walking like with your shoulders, when we do the Kabbalistic cross, which maybe we'll do here to kind of end this collective reading, it's going to draw all that strength so that you can take the steps forward. You can take action, which is wands, that like fire element, to have the things happen. But I look at all the moons, you guys, literally these crescent moons, crescent, crescent, crescent. Like there's something here about like an up leveling of your intuition. We're going to pull one of these. Let's see about something around this like past life or kind of like steps forward besides being in nature, besides following and learning, like what you're feeling curious about learning or knowing, right? What else is going to support from that like past life, I guess, is how I want to word it. Ooh. A book I think you'd enjoy is called The Memoirs of Cleopatra. Ooh, okay, thanks for that, electrical girl. Oh God, I'll go on a venture. Creation. Oh well, that's shamanic-y, is it not? We have a gray, which is the wisdom sphere. Again, this knowledge concept of Chokmah. How do you want me to word this? So, we've just stepped out of this full moon Scorpio energy. It's about new rebirthing, something, again, the snake shedding, coming out fresh. If you can, I think the invitation here will be for you to be in nature, but specifically to draw upon 3, 2, 2, 3, to draw upon the power of your past life knowing, the past life wisdom. There is a call here to link to, well, I'm seeing it kind of in two ways, actually. I'm seeing it both as you like going and taking sage, tobacco, some plant, like a smokable plant, and just offering that. It could be incense too, you guys, offering that in nature to a tree, having prayer and just connecting to that nature spirit, almost like linking this way. Because if you think about it, the Library of Alexandria is gone, at least from what I understand. But when we go to a place or we connect to the earth or the water, the natural elements, if you think about that stuff is pretty much has been here the whole time. It carries so much knowledge and wisdom in it, right? Yeah, going out, making an offering of some form and connecting with nature. For some of you, I want to speak to, you might have been or have been feeling the pull to be invited or join or connect with like local indigenous teachers, elders, people that, have kind of like hold the medicine of the local natural world. You have a lot to learn from them. My like Norse shamanic teacher who lives in Glastonbury, he talked about being in North America and something that he was like so important. He's like, when I was in North America, the places I went, I connected with the local indigenous elders, the teachers. I learned from them. I connected and learned about their plants, about their land, the spirits of the land, where he was. He did that. And I think that's really important. Okay. For me here, it's like Treaty 6. So a lot of like Cree, it tends to be the indigenous teachings that I have learned from. And feel really honored to have been invited or have been able to connect in some way there. And I just want to say, like, whatever that might be, it doesn't have to look so like formal. Just be open. Just be open to it. And also, especially being respectful. Okay. But whatever this looks like for you, when you see this card, this is like, it's like drawing. I love how it's saying creation. It's like drawing back to the beginning of where everything came from. And we can get to the beginning and to the end. And like, I don't know, there's something I want to say that about past lives. Like everything's just intersected, I guess. So let us kind of conclude here with the, before we get into the private readings, with the Kabbalistic cross, to draw upon the strength and to just activate whatever wants to be activated in the womb. Okay? And then I'm going to read your comments. So just noticing your body, taking a deep breath in. If you know the Kabbalistic cross, you can follow along. If not, just hear the vibration as we draw the energy from high above, from that solar energy and beyond, the infinite light, down into the crown. Oto Malkut Vagevura Vagedula Leola Amen. Taking a deep breath in, letting it go. So remembering that knowledge, that intuition, it's growing, it's expanding, you're becoming stronger, drawing upon the past, letting go of those expectations, surrendering them. Okay. Thank you. Let's get into some personal cards. We've all been waiting long enough. That took a little bit longer. How weird. I've been thinking of going outside, connecting with my trees. Sweet destiny. I've seen some past lives on Asia, Greece, and Egypt. Cool. I have Native American ancestors and Mexican ancestors. What a lovely day. That's fascinating. Yeah, so much to connect to. It sounds like just internal with your blood lineage. Hi, Lily. Hello. I think Lily is talking about my actual sleeves, which I just have on. Okay, let's do this though. Delilah. I got Delilah, Meredith, Golden Lily. Those are our members, so they will get cards pulled first. Then I have Deb, Derea, Electrical Girl, Destiny, Marie. What a lovely day. And Lulu. And we're going to see if we can get everyone in. I think we can. Okay, Delilah, let's see. Boosting your intuition. What does that look like for you? Grounded. So I feel here for you, though, being the anchor, Delilah, you have that strong Bina energy, the mother energy. So the great sea, the like intense energy of the void, Saturn, like the devouring mother that can be a destruction too. So it's like that blessing and curse of the sailor being out in the open ocean. Like what a beautiful experience that must be to be in the wide open ocean, to be completely open to all the intuitiveness and also the bit of the like fear that comes with, torrential storm that can come. Something about this groundedness. Interesting, because when I first saw the word, I was like, oh, nature. But now I'm like thinking of it as like, we were just playing this pirate game. And it's like, you have to, when you're like, oh my God, it's such a nerdy game, but like you're going and then you have to adjust the sails. Someone's like steering to try to get to the port. And then usually one of us is like starts to put the anchor up or down. that anchor can just drop and stop the movement. So I think for you here, Delilah, it's almost like, where have you been stopping the flow of the water? Because it's like the fear of the storm. You can't like keep it shore. You can't try to drop the anchor just in the middle of anywhere. Like you have to kind of go with the flow. I feel like, I'm like literally feeling on my right side head, which is like Bina. I'm feeling like she's sort of like calling attention over here. So maybe you've been like hearing her or like feeling like there's something calling you, but you've just kind of been like, oh my God, no. Like, and we can ignore her. What do you want to have to say? What do you want to say? I don't think I need to be like a channel for that necessarily, but like, we'll pull a card from here for Delilah. I feel like it's like a motherly love, just wanting to tell you like, it's okay. Again, like that Bina energy can be the destructive mother and harsh, severe mother. And she can be the loving, like, I want to care for you and love you, because she is both. You have the abundance card. This is an interesting card choice with the artistry. It's like, it shows like a guy who's just wasting his money away, and he drops his coin down this like chute, but it's like he's just been wasting money. Whereas the girl is like looking to get the money out. She takes it out and she's thinking about saving it for a house. What are you focusing your attention on, Delilah? Almost from your visualization abilities. That involves a bit of like a responsibility. Maybe there's like something she's telling you there that's like, she's been wanting you to like really just be true to yourself, honest with yourself about. We'll pull one of these for you, Delilah. Anything else about the boosting intuition for her, Delilah? Yeah, I think you like, you could like go into like, if you swim, or you can somehow go to water and like spend time in it and like just float, or just be by it, or put your feet in it and like just be silent. No distraction with like music or sound. Literally just sit and listen, be quiet, connect to the water. But yeah, I feel like that energy of floating would be nice if you can and you know how to swim or whatever. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. And ancient ancestors stand beside you. Wow, that's a cool card. Like, this is like exactly what we were just talking about. Look at all the spirit signs, like medicine signs, the elder. This is going to be the thing that's going to help with this creation. And it's like, so the mother, Bina, is not just like a woman sitting on the throne. Like, it's like she's all of that. She literally created the earth. She created all that we see. We've all stemmed from her. She is the womb. So it's like, you see how it's kind of like a twofold thing? But yeah, that's a beautiful card. There's the elephant on there. I think it's like panther, owl maybe, eagle, and whale. They look like beluga whales, which is interesting at the top. Whatever that energy is, just trusting and spending time there, Delilah. It feels really good. It'll become easier. Like, it'll feel more light for you as you just surrender to that flow. Okay? So whatever that is, I'll leave that with you, Delilah. An actual home in the forest. Oh, cool. Maybe that's what you're man. Cool. Yeah. Well, so it is. Destiny. That's awesome. You got some cool cards. Okay, cool. Johnny John. I like that. You're welcome, Delilah. Okay, Meredith. These might be a little shorter-ish today, you guys. Obviously, an honoring time and would love to get through everyone. If I don't, because of whatever situation, there'll be another one next week. I think next week I'm going to host it maybe a little earlier, just because there's some people who've been messaging me being like, I haven't made it to alive. They live on the other side of the planet. So time zone-wise, we'll try to adjust for that. Meredith. Oh, I love when cards just come out, but let's do this. Ooh, veiled. Ooh, veiled. The Seeress. I have like a mask I made. We had to do a mask thing for a women's event I was in, and I was like, yeah, mine's just the vulva. She's like the Seeress. Her eyes are completely just like blacked out because that's how she sees. She doesn't need to see with the eyes. She sees with beyond that. So this is you, Meredith. Like, this is you. You know, there's things you might be working on. You've mentioned, like, how can you tune into that black? Again, this is like, it's about the void. I think we think, oh, we got to like see and be inspired by all the things external, when oftentimes it's just internal. That meditation, that stillness, turning the lights off when you have a bath. No candles. That's an interesting, put a towel so you can block out any light coming from like outside the door. Literally, that's a great thing. Even Delilah, you might want to try like being in the bath in the dark. That is Bina. That is the mother where everything comes from. I love how you also have a yellow solar plexus card, like in the last reading, Meredith. We have the Enlightenment card here. What I'm hearing is like, stop trying to make everything so much bigger than it needs to be. Like, it's like, oh, the Enlightenment, or, oh, this has to be the most creative, ingenious idea ever. No, like, Jesus was like, let the little children come to me. I don't know how to say that. But it's like Jesus saw that the kids like didn't try. Do you know what I mean? Like, they just played. So whatever that might need to be for you. Okay, what other card here for Meredith? I just want to say too that this is something I sometimes practice, and I'm noticing she's got the eyes, but she also has like literally the veil sort of like over her head. I think there's a reason that a lot of different religious groups and peoples cover their head. Even in the Christian like New Testament, it was encouraged in certain gospels around like women covering their heads to pray. That's something I do when I meditate. I just literally take a scarf. I find it's also like warmer because I like it, but like literally cover it. You could have the scarf cover and like over your head and cover your eyes too. So it like darkens the view. But there's something about covering this crown. Because I know Enlightenment here, it's like solar plexus, but I like see this as gold, that crown opening, protecting the crown, so that the proper information comes in. But not like from a scary place, just like, I don't know what that is. There's something there. Break the chain. Ancestral patterns, healing and rewriting the future. I'm not sure if there's anything I have to say with this. Is there? It shows like a woman standing out, but like it's like a slow emerging from this cave where there are people inside. Maybe there's something that means to you, Meredith. I'm just going to show it to you. You take it, do what you will. If you can get to a cave, that might be cool. Maybe there's an invitation for something around a cave. I'm like really feeling cavey. But in the image, it looks like, you can't really see it, but there's like little tiny people in the far background covered in white. And then they slowly are coming out, becoming black, but less veiled. Like it's like a black shroud, then it's like a black dress, and then all of a sudden it turns into a transparent dress. And then you have the last image of like that beautiful, like colored coral dress. Whatever that means for you, Meredith. Okay. You're rewriting the future, rewriting your life. Okay. I'm going to leave it as that. Sometimes I have to just listen what it's like. Shut up. Just inviting everyone to take a deep breath in, and any ancestors, any entities that might be present with that. Who are you? Who are you? And who were you before that? 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 And who would you like to be in the future? Good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all 100, shorts, boys, po-bads, creations, spacies, and beyonds. Okay. Thanks, Meredith. Ooh, okay. Ooh, energy got interesting there. So whoever is watching just had that clearing. I'm not sure. I don't think that was necessarily you, Meredith. I think it was just something. There's something there. But Golden Lily, we're going to get on to you, I guess. Sweet. Okay. You have Golden Lily, the jealousy card, which I've been looking up at that eye on my wall. I have this but in a kind of cool dream catcher thing. Has this come up for you before? Or was it someone else? You also have trust. I want to just hold them up together because it kind of looks like the eyes sort of looking down at that white light. So kind of what I'm seeing, this is for you, Golden Lily, it's recognizing your abilities to know when things are not good or healthy for you or safe for you, energetically especially. And to trust that even when something or someone looks really shady or dark or evil or whatever, there's usually light. There's something there that's meant for you to learn or to recognize, because it's the eyes looking there. We'll pull a card here. Cards are just being left all over for you. That's weird. Don't be going to all these different readers and stuff, Golden Lily. Don't be getting all overwhelmed. It's what I'm hearing. You have the workaholic card. Maybe you're working too much, but it's almost I feel you're kind of going all over the place with input from people. If that's true for you or not, you can obviously let me know. Let's pull one of these. What else is this? What else? This is a throat chakra, so blue. Interesting, you have blue with the eye. All indigo blue. Oh, it's this one. Make sure all the cards are kind of there. Oh, answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do, Golden Lily? I'm not going to answer that. But what is your soul calling you to do? Right now, there's something right now, whether this is tied to work, whether this is just tied to the next steps in your life, there's something that you have been sitting on. You have to trust the direction that it's taking you. 23, 12. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say around this for you, Golden Lily, for some reason. Is there anything else? This saying, take the last card. Death. Yeah, it's something needs to die for you. I don't know. I'm not sure what that is. Something around the soul calling, so that you can just trust this process moving forward. It has nothing to do, things not working out have nothing to do with negativity harming you. Okay, I guess it's just what If it's a work-related thing, like that's not anything. It's like all an internal part. But stop like going all over trying to get guidance on what to do next. Just go and do the thing that your soul's calling you to do. And it involves, I guess, like, which actually, sorry, just a minute. Key 12. Okay. I was looking because I'm like, well, 23 is key 12. I just wanted to make sure. Path 23 is key 12 in the tarot. That's the number there. That's the Hanged Man. So there's this surrendering energy of following the path. Just saying, just saying. Yeah, you can still come back, obviously. I go. I'm not like, but yeah, it's like, you know, when we like need to do something and we just keep like, oh, should I? Should I? Like, that's like the doubt of the intuition, but it's like, well, you know. Well, should I? And then everyone tells you outside, like, well, no. No, don't do it. But it's like, but something inside you keeps going back to it. Well, then what's that about? That's just my view. But you guys live your life the way you want, obviously. Do what thou wilt. Okay. Reading. Hi, La. Is it possible I could have a reading? I will see the time, La. I may or may not be able to get to you because there's quite a few people. Same for you, Tai Tik Young. But I'll put your name down. We'll see. It's already 3 o'clock, so I probably need to go soon. But we're going to get to some more people here. Maybe we can get through fast. Golden Lily, that was my confirmation. Thank you. Sweet. Yupty. Okay. Okay, Deb, you're next. We're making our way through, you guys. We're making our way through. Okay, Deb. Let's see what the cards have to say. Fuck, man, the death card's at the bottom again. It doesn't want to come to the deck. Weirdo. Stop being so weird, Death. Ooh, Divine Masculine. That was weird. It just like... shoot the shot. What's that? Like, J. Cole lyric. I shoot the shot. Anyways, if you know, there's like a J. Cole lyric that's something like that. I shoot my shot in the brick. I think that's like... That's probably actually kind of what... I'm like seeing like sperm. I'm like seeing like... semen, something about like sexuality here in this divine masculine, which is something I know can show up. The divine masculine is going to uplift the feminine, the solar energy uplifting the feminine, honoring her, praising her, recognizing her worth. That is the only true form of divine masculine. Deb, if you needed to hear that, if you're wondering, oh, is this like the right person? Do they lift you up? Are they a workaholic? Where are they spending their time? Interesting that card would come out again. How do they lift you up? How do they add to your value? I see how they're painting, working kind of as a team painting. This one's kind of being like, okay, yeah, like, yeah, that's great. Like, to me, this is like the feminine and then the masculine doing. That's, to me, it's beautiful. That's why I love working with my partner. It's like, okay, I can tell him what I think and he can like do the things and is like so talented. You know, we like collaborate. There's something here about this like weaving together. And that doesn't mean like the man just does all the work, lifts the woman up. No, it's not at all what I'm saying. There's a balance in a union. Okay? Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. The earth can show you this divine masculine, divine feminine force, Deb. Can you be willing to spend time in her and to just receive that wisdom? And also importantly with this one, you connecting to the beauty that you are, the roses all over her. When we slow down, connect to nature as the feminine, then we start to realize that like being in flow energy, like, oh, you know, like, oh, this is so lovely. Okay. Sending that, I guess, Like you can all feel that maybe. I'll just invite whoever. Like maybe you can feel what I'm talking about right now. That like feminine being. Right now, you guys, I'm like in this weird place of like basically doing nothing. I'm doing stuff, but I'm also like highly more so doing nothing. Spirit's like, You think you're still doing nothing? You haven't touched nothing yet. You haven't touched really receiving, receptivity. I want to say passiveness, but like that has almost like a negative tone to it. Just the being. And it is super uncomfortable sometimes and our worth. But the rose doesn't do anything to grow and bloom. It just is. So I guess I'm just saying that for you, Deb, whatever that might mean. Okay, that's it. Thanks for being here. Appreciate that, La. Thanks for being here. Anakin Sakaj, clown face, cat thing, I think. I can't see really what that is. Anakin, no negative energy. Oh, thanks, Destiny. You know what? I'm open to all sorts of energy because when we can be aware of all the energies without judgment, we are able to receive even more, even greater. In Access Consciousness, they say, if you can receive a judgment, you'll be $10,000 richer by the end of the year. Just speaking, whenever that brings up. Good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all 100, shorts, boys, povads, creations, spaces, and beyonds. Okay, Dereira. Oh my God, Dereya. I don't know why I'm struggling with that. Dereya. But I appreciate the, positive energy. Come on, man. It's like when people come on here and they're like, the tarot's for the devil. You're such a devil worshiper. I made deviled eggs this morning. They're delicious. So that's the closest thing I'd say I do about the devil. But like, why are you here? Like, are you looking for tarot readers? Because I think you secretly actually love it then. And remember, whatever you see in me is a reflection of what you see in yourself. So whatever that is, it can be good, it can be bad. Okay, Dereya. You have Stormy. Lots of like feminine energy stuff we got going on here. So what is the storm around your intuition that you've been like, I want to say battling? You know, I'm seeing the ship. I'm seeing this energy of like waiting it out and like feeling just like imbalanced, I guess, around everything. 21. What about this for Dereya? Ooh, we got another. Ooh, you guys are having a lot with your solar plexus. I feel like this is just wanting to say like, kind of like that glass half full, half empty thing, Dereya. Like you can focus on the difficulty or just tune into things that make you feel joy. And this is not, I can't remember who said that, but a few of you kind of like, oh, I think Deb maybe said how you're not avoiding the negative feelings. Like so important for us to not become like spiritually bypassing and only look at the glass half full and only do things that make us happy. But like when things seem like they're difficult, besides those tools that we have, whatever those might be to clear energy or just bring ourselves groundedness and balance, doing the little things that like, or the big things that bring joy, like true internal joy. I'm not saying, oh, I feel happy when I go on a shopping spree. Because like usually that might actually lead to more guilt. Oh, why did I spend that much money? Why did I just bring all that stuff into my house? I didn't actually need it. It's like joy. This woman's just like dancing and feeling the sunlight and being in the energy, the flowers, smelling the flowers. Like these types of things, Dereya, are going to support you with this period of turbulence. Let's pull one of these around the intuition for Dereya. My eyes are really falling upon that cloud. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, we'll do this one. The cloud that's above the ship's head. Okay, fine. Anyway, align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? What is that cloud, Dereya, that's above your head, looming over? You know what it is. Stop ignoring it. It doesn't bring you joy. It's actually breaking you, fragmenting you. I say that and I'm like seeing like the soul fragmentation. So maybe you need to do soul retrieval. You can do those things on your own, whatever. You can have someone support you with it. Just simply calling the parts of you back. What is not aligned or needs to change, because it's going to continually break you if you don't. It's going to be stripping away your joy, Jerea. The purple here too, this like, I'm seeing the purple, it's kind of like a violet. There's violet and there's indigo, so there's a lot with this higher chakra. So angels, we just call for Jerea to support clearing whatever this soul is up here that's maybe preventing her or they from knowing what's not aligned or what needs to change. Can they be willing to see the truth about the matter? Taking that deep breath in, letting it go. Whatever that needs to be for you, Drea. Thanks for being here, if you're still here even. Okay. Yes, Deb. Sweet. Deviled eggs. They're so yummy. I put jalapenos in them today, like just chopped up a little bit of jalapeno. And then we just have like literally a plate of deviled eggs in the fridge, and we like, such a great snack. Anyway, I digress. Okay. Yeah, they're so good. Golden lily. Anyway. Okay, electrical girl. We're going to move to you. Making our way. Look at this, you guys. Will I be moving this year? Well, I'm going to just start off because I think many people who've been here before, they know when I talk about things, I'm not a fortune teller. I'm not here to tell you what's going to happen, because every possibility has happened or is happening or bound to happen. It's literally infinite. So the question here is, you're saying, will I be moving this year? Perhaps the question is, what steps do you want to take to create the move, to create the change in your residence that you're feeling called? And it's interesting, you have the friendship card. So we'll just tune into what it's kind of showing up around that energy. What's holding you? Like, is there like a friend or someone that's like, kind of like, no, don't go. Oh my God, I need you. Or like, oh my God, I can't leave that friend. Ooh, weird. There's a card in here that's just like, oh, weird. This is going to be your card. It was like upside down, like facing up. So whether there's like friends that like aren't the best for you right now, electrical girl, where you're living, or there's like someone who's kind of like, yeah, and they're like kind of like holding you, or you're having the desire for the friendship, you're having the desire for people who lift you up and connections or community. It's like you're kind of being encouraged to that, okay? Like to move towards that, to visualize that relationship, that connection. And this could also be the connection with the earth, because I see the woman pregnant, I see the plants around her. Gratitude is going to get you to where you want to be faster when you talk about a timeline, electrical girl. Let's see, what's one of these cards? Will I be moving this year? What about this move? Does electrical girl need to see or no? Oh, you have break the chains. Oh, so maybe like this relationship, friendship stuff, is it like related to family even deeper? It says break the chain. Ancestral patterns, healing, and rewriting the future. I love that. I said, like, so the future is not set. The timeline's not set. You get to determine how that looks. Literally, you can move right now. You just make the decision. I'm moving. This is it. Now, what are the steps that are required to do that? Start going online. Look at places. Go look at places. You know, even if it's reaching out to realtors, if you want to buy something, and just, I can't tell you how many times I've done this, people are probably wondering like, what the fuck are you doing? They don't need to know all the details, but just like, I'm just going to look, just putting it out there. This is, and then the little ideas, nudges come that guide you. And then all of a sudden, boom, there you are. But back to this break the chain energy. Electrical girl, it feels like there's some stuff with family line, ancestral stuff tied to the land that you're on, the home that you're in, or whatever the stuff is that, like, we'll just ask again those angels to be there and just support with breaking whatever chains, recognizing that you don't have to hold on to it anymore. Friendship has the number 17 on the card, which is 6. Is that the Lovers? Yes, I believe so. Yeah, there's something here about relationship. I leave that to you, electrical girl, to determine what that is, but or to recognize that for yourself. But I love how the coral dress again in this picture, and it's also on the card. So like, are you being called to go to the water? I can't remember what you said. That probably is a good place for you. Or how can you just go visit somewhere? Like, these little steps, just start going. You know, like, we have dreams of like certain things for ourselves. And it's like, we just make the little parts of that experience now in our present moment by visiting certain places, living life in a certain way, like stuff like this. And it's all about tapping into that energy. Ooh, 111. I have much to think about with that reading. Well, hopefully it's not too much. But yeah, you know, let us know in the future when you make the change or take the next step. You get to decide what that looks like. Just, are you willing to do it? And journal, reflect, shed. Again, Scorpio full moon that just passed. Great time to just say in a ritual or just in your meditation to spirit, your guides, like, okay, like, this is what I want. I want to move. This is what I'd like to see my new place to look like. And I'm willing to let go of the things that are maybe holding me from that. And just let it go. And that's magic. It's going to start changing, and reality conforms to your will. Reality, the world around you, starts to mirror the thing that you actually desire, the thing that it's meant for you. Okay? Sweet. Thanks, electrical girl. Okay, destiny. We have home. Did you have a question? I don't think so. That's the next person. I love how we have like the 4 corners, the ancestral connection of the 4 directions here. So what about boosting intuition for destiny? Johnny John is tied to this home. Oh, again, more solar plexus energy. So I don't know about your situation at home or what it looks like. We have facade. Like, what story are you kind of telling yourself right now? Destiny, about your home situation. What about it is serving you in your intuition, and what about it is tearing down your intuition? There's something here I'm feeling about 10 years old too. We have the number 10 there. And then I'm seeing like the kid with this older person, which I would say it's like the inner child. What about your like intuition was true as a 10-year-old child that like no one would acknowledge for you? Destiny and everything that brought up. Will you destroy and uncreate it all, please? Good, bad, right, wrong. Pod Poc, all 100 shorts, boys, Povads, creations, bases, and beyonds. Because I feel like there's something here that was saying you're really connected. You have 2 cards. You're like really connected. You know, like as kids, sometimes like many of you like knew things or were connected to like entities, ghosts, or experiences, aliens, galactic beings. And you kind of just like were told like, oh, no. Stop talking about that. We don't talk about that. That's not true. Or no, you're just seeing things. Like, how can you mother yourself was the card that came out, one of them. The Star Mother. And you have Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided. Is that what I read? Your guidance is divinely guided. So like there's something that you know. There's something from when you were a kid that you just knew, you connected to destiny, and like you were like maybe put down about it. But now how can you like nourish that inner child, that 10-year-old self that knew those things, and trust that all that information, the Akashic records, Akasha, this energy of knowledge and wisdom and everything kind of orchestrated by spirit. So even those experiences, that disconnect from home, that disconnect from self, has happened for a reason. Sometimes really horrific things happen to us, okay? These things all happen for a reason. Believe it or not, it sucks, I know, especially certain traumas, especially as youth or kids. How can you mother yourself, okay? Calling on that energy of Malkut, the 10th sphere, the bride of spirit, so to speak, to support and hold you. Okay. I think that's all I have to say about that. Thanks for being here, Destiny. And I just want to say to those of you watching, if you're new here, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. I do these readings like pretty much like what? Once a week, right? Oh my God, I don't know what I was trying to say. And so next week, Monday, I should be back. Oh, interesting though. Tuesday seems maybe busier. So maybe Tuesdays is better. Mondays just seems light for me, but we'll see what happens. And feel free to share this. Maybe someone needs that beginning reading. If you'd like to donate, if you'd like to join the membership portal where I do share other readings and we host other events like monthly rituals and lovely, fun, magical things like that, you can hit the join button. You can hit the super bucks button and give the donation. That supports me to continue doing this work, sharing this message. I'm doing what I enjoy doing. So I just thank you all for being here. Whether you took part or just listened quietly, you stalkers, you. No, I'm just joking. That's okay too. Energy. We're all here for the energy. That was extremely accurate, Destiny says. Thank you. You're welcome. Sweet. Hi, Jason. I'm not ignoring you. I'm going to see if I can get to everyone. I think I might actually be done in a couple readings because I'm going to be cutting it at 3:30. But that doesn't mean you don't get to subscribe and come back if you'd like. Okay, Marie or Amanda, a reconciliation with Chris. I'm going to kind of say the same thing for you, Amanda. I think that's who you were asking in reconciliation. What is possible? Everything's possible. But let's see what the cards say around this reconciliation. And I don't know the situation of the relationship, but you have this protection card. This is like, okay, protection, rejection is God's protection. Sometimes things happen and people get cut out because it's like there's a reason. Ooh, orange. Oof. I don't know your situation. This is like a twin flame thing. False twin flame thing. You have more orange. So this is very sacral. You have the self-worth card. So what is it that you are like trying to reconcile, or this Amanda reconciling with Chris, that maybe is not really in the highest interest of self, of either person? I'm speaking from personal experience of the past of, oh my God, I hope this guy will come back. That was like a shitty relationship. The rejection was God's protection. Wow, the cards are just coming out. Birthing a new age. Okay, Destiny. Birthing new creations. Dreaming a new world into being. What do you want to see happen in your life? What does it look like to be this individual and the queen going on the throne? Not bowing or being dismissed for anybody else except someone that just knows her power, recognizes her, puts her in that place of her power and knows that and respects it, while also seeing their own. That, like, this is the new age. This is the new paradigm. a new way in which you can exist where you are protected. I love how she's standing amongst the medicine wheels, energetic protection, spiritual protection. You can call to your star family, those galactic beings. The Palladians are kind of speaking with the stars there to see what wants to support you. I'm seeing like that wayfinder energy. So if you have Norse roots or anything like that, maybe there's something there you want to connect to as well. Have fun, because in the self-worth card, she's playing in the snow, making a snow angel. Then with that playfulness, that kind of like sense of just being in flow, she has this like revelation of her worth. But yeah, whatever this reconciliation, I don't know what's going on there, but again, rejection is God's protection. So you take it or leave it, I guess. But thanks for being here, Amanda. Marie, Amanda. Okay, what a lovely day. We're going to see if we can make it through everyone here. What a lovely day. A message from Shadow Self, okay? Well, let's see. What does the Shadow Self want to say? You're welcome. You have water and you had stormy. I want to just talk again about that energy of that Bina. You know, like, maybe you haven't seen my video. I made like a little short film about water. It's called Right 44. It's on the channel. I think it's on my main channel page. You might want to watch that. Maybe that's the thing. I won't go into too much of that. But you have the prayer card. It's like the city life or the tree nature life. When life gives you lemonade, when life gives you lemonade, get lemons. When life gives you lemons, can you make lemonade? There's your message from your shadow. When things seem dark and stormy or off or uncertain because you're in the depths of it, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, can you see the light within it? Bina, can you see the light of the mother, even in the like horrible destructive energy, the sensual energy of her? What else? There's something about like sugar, whatever that might be. Are you like using a lot of sugar or craving sugar? You know, when you crave sugar, there's like a joy element or a passion element, a fun element. So is there a bit of boredom somewhere? Don't mask the experiences with sugar. What a lovely day. Because your shadow self is not really sugar. I feel like there's like a movie character I want to like explain this as. What is it? It's almost like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde kind of scenario, but not like so intense, like where that's kind of like horror scary, right? It's like a two-faced image. Where is that from? I'm like seeing it. It's like a kid's show, I think, where it's like this masked being and then like the mask kind of like changes depending on the mood. Oh my God. I don't know if it comes to me, I'll write it in the comments, but if you're wearing any masks, what a lovely day, and like trying to mask or sweeten how you're feeling in the moment of something. Like if you're talking with someone and then you're like, oh yeah, yeah. But you're like actually kind of pissed, like that shadow aspect, just let it be coming through. Like, yeah, I'm like, okay, make a bitch face or whatever, resting bitch face. Like there's something about that. And I feel like the mother in Bina, this energy of the severity and storm and just being in like the, like she teaches us to embrace all of those parts. To me, this is where Goddess Babylon comes in, that energy, because she, to me, is that representation, that lust, that everything, good and not so good, embodied into one. I have a book. It's in the description. It's called Living the Great Mystery, Words from Babylon. That might be something you want to check out. It has some different kind of exercises, rituals to connect and work with that energy of Babylon and embody that, where we don't just try to always reach for the sweet, positive stuff. We just allow everything to exist. And that's in that place of equanimity. I'm seeing this as like the fulcrum almost, that balance. So I hope that makes sense. What a lovely day. Thank you for being here. Pour some sugar on me. Pour some sugar on me. Right? Is that how it is? Oh my gosh, actually, now that you say that, I remember in university, there was like some people, they would always play that song. Oh my God, so annoying. It was like one of those like, yeah, let's get drunk and like, anyways, whatever. I don't even need to get into that. It was just funny. Batman. Hi, Zach. Thank you. May your manifestations also materialize. Okay, Lulu, we're doing you, and then La, and then I'm calling it quits. I saw there were other people that wanted, but I think it's time for me to get off. Okay, Lulu. There's the shadow card. We have 43 again, that energy of 4-3. So we're going to continue off on that. That was just spoken with the other reading around the shadow. You want a general reading, health diagnosis. You have the miracle card. So yeah, I don't know what's going on for you with your health. Do you have something going on health-wise? You know, what I'm hearing with these cards is like, sometimes like those things that seem scary, like the diagnosis or the whatever, the messages from the doctors, they're meant to be like teachers. They're meant for us to like overcome their challenges. I love how the miracle card's there. What, oh my God, what's that? Praying for a miracle or like dancing for a miracle. There's something here about the joyfulness energy, the solar light energy. I love to how when this thing, you know, there's like a log or a tree stump here and it's been like severed and the person's free. Cancer diagnosis. Is this for you or for someone else? Oh my God. The ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. This is just kind of like the continuation of that I was just saying about when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. And, you know, I don't know, like, you know, experiencing such a intense like situation like that. You know, I say intense because we as society have created such a story around it. You know, I see the word cancer and oftentimes my like egoic mind will be like, like literally like, and it's funny, 1313 on their death card. Like, it's like it instantly goes to like the fear, the shadow. Because we fear death. We get so trapped in this illusion of what this life is, that this is the only thing, there's nothing else beyond it. And I spent time for a while like volunteering, sharing Reiki for people who had like different cancer diagnoses or their family members. And I can tell you the people that came through for Reiki, not everyone that came through the organization that was like a volunteer-based community organization for folks to try all sorts of different activities while they went through their healing journey or their, you know, their recovery journey through cancer. But all those people that came, they would say This Cancer journey has been like the most beautiful, eye-opening thing that they've gone through. Ooh, I want to cry, which is so fascinating. Cracked open. Like, oh, I just want to invite everyone to just feel whatever that energy is. Thank you, angels, for moving and just like holding. Let's like just hold each other in this moment, whatever is showing up, whatever emotions or energy want to move through you. Like that's like a miracle there. It's like there's so much that's happening, so much beauty that people experience, even in the shadow, dark times of an illness, of a depression, of loss and grief. This is life. This is the experience of this humanness. We are meant to have ups and downs, powerful moments of like self, like confidence, and times where we just feel completely at a loss and we don't know what to do. The ever unfolding roads. This is what our life here, our evolution, because, you know, okay, oh my God, who am I reading for? I'm so sorry, Lulu. I gotta go read the comments. I was gonna say something there. You too, going on that journey is touching the lives of people around you, okay? That's what I want to say. That's what I have to say. It's like a two-way street. Jason, you got me crying for everyone else on here. Deep messages. Yes, fear, attachment, but I can't help it, or humans can't help it. No, we can't. It's like, it just is what it is. So feel the fear, feel the intensity of it, go into it. Like I said, when I see the word Cancer, if I get a thought about losing someone I love to like whatever situations, what I'm learning is don't push away, like go into it. Oh, there's like the most powerful meditation I want to share with you. If you can get the Insight Timer app, there is a meditation. Oh my God, I have to go look for it. I'm going to look for it because it's the most powerful meditation in my mind. Just bear with me. Insight Timer is a free app. Anyone can download it. Where do I find it now? It's like, it's a meditation on death from like a Buddhist perspective. It's like the Buddhist death. I think if you just went on Insight Timer, you'll find the one that's meant for you. But there's this one, the guy leads you through like the stages of working through death, or contemplating death is kind of what a Buddhist technique is. I'm trying to find it. It's not showing up here, but I'll look on my phone app and see if I can find it and post it. So, but there's so many on here. But literally, the guy like walks you through, cultivating, I think this is it. Cultivating a mindfulness of death. Can I click it? Is it going to play it? No, okay. I'm going to share it here. And it's like the most fucking powerful thing. And it's scary, but that's okay, because this is like about us just being in it, you know? Oh, hi, Tahira. Just see your message. Oh. Yes. Okay. We'll do you at next, Tahira. And then La, we're going to get to you. Trust me. Sorry, members get the priority readings, you guys. This is how it is here. Okay. I'm just feeling so generous, you guys. But Jason, I think you wanted cards too, right? I think you're here. But anyways, full moon, Scorpio. I don't want to be a sacrificial lamb or martyr. I want to enjoy my life, my friends, and my family. So, and do it. No one's stopping you from doing that now. I just want to say that. And like, how many people do we know are told you have 3 months to live? The doctor doesn't know shit. You are the miracle, Lulu. Don't let other people's words impact you. I think that's the beautiful thing about that. You get to determine. And with that, this is about facing death. Funny how the full moon Scorpio, yes, all about death. You are facing it and learning so much. So yeah, my heart just goes to you, you know, and holding up, asking those angels, Archangel Raphael, healing, whatever that looks like. This is not just about physical body healing. This is about so much more. Why do we think that cancer rates are so high? It's because like the body is communicating something. It's wanting to work with us to show us things. So I don't know what that looks like for you to like learn about energy, about the different types of cancer, what it looks like in the body, what it might mean on a different level of like emotional, physical, spiritual. Louise Hayes has a lot of information on things like that she might be interesting to look into. And I heavily recommend that meditation on cultivating a mindfulness of death. What's his name? On Insight Timer. Bhikkhu Jayasara. Oh, I like do my best to make that a regular practice. You think I would know what it was called? I just have it bookmarked. But like, it's insane. It's just insane when you envision death in all these different ways. And the Buddhist practices kind of touch on that. It's only in our Western world that we have such a fear of death. Really. Death is life. It brings new. It brings freedom beyond, freedom and joy and peace beyond anything we've known in this physical world. So yeah, just thinking of you, Lulu. Maybe we'll see you back here if you so choose to come. So thank you. Okay, we're getting into more. Tahira, and then we have La, then we have Jason. Because I'm just kind of like, we're on the flow. We might as well make it to 2 hours now. And then that's it. Okay, Tahira. I think I need to do like some member only readings, probably like lives. That would actually be interesting. We could do like a little bit deeper, maybe. Okay, Tahira. We were talking about boosting intuition. So what's this need to be for you? We have safe travel. I'm seeing this as, oh, there was another green. Gossip. So you have some green cards. Heart chakra. Oh my gosh. What number is this? 30. I love that, Lulu. I plan to live a long life in this incarnation. So be it. So it is, so it is, so it is. No one else gets to tell you what that looks like. No one else. You decide. Oh, so many people talking about that stuff. Anyways, okay. Thanks, Delilah. Appreciate the positive message. Kayla, we're going to get to you after Tahira here. You're just a member, so you kind of do the members only. Or member priority. So Tahira, you have safe travel. You have gossip. There's this energy here of, I'm like, it says travel. I'm like sensing that astral bridge of the heart. The gossip lady has it here. So like, I don't know what you're speaking of, or when you're uniting with people, like in your physical world, that heart bridge connection of joining someone through gossip or complaining. This is something I've had to be like aware of lately. It's easy for me to want to like meet with certain people and like complain. Paul and I can easily get into like complain mode. This bridge is a travel point between us and other worlds. You have the Great Gathering, okay? It says it's all coming together, intuitive hits, soul tribe. So if you're looking for places or people in which you can like tune into your intuitiveness, boost that, it's going to be about the places where you feel this connection to hear like, oh, this heart connection. People who don't lift you up, you can't be the breaker of the old bridges, okay? You have to just like stop this desire to like stop others from gossiping or doing things that maybe, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, there's something about like calling in. So if you're looking for more people to like support with this intuitiveness, this astral bridge of like the heart that's going to help boost your overall sense of intuitive ability, Tahira, then meditating on that heart space. If you get into like, before you go out somewhere, like literally just, okay, where is my heart calling me today? Who is it calling me to connect with at a heart level? How can I live from my heart more today? This balance of this cross. We did the Kabbalistic cross before we started the personal readings. That might be worth something to practice yourself. I think I have that on the channel if you don't know it off on your own. Yeah, there's something about this living from this heart-centered place to here. I don't know what else that is. So asking the angels, guides to just really support and opening up the energy of that space in a way that feels still protective and balanced and supported, and helps you to move along this plane of existence to connect to those who are going to build you up, okay? And you them. And I think that's all I have to say about that, Tahira. Yeah. Okay, I feel like I'm like lagging on the comment section, guys. And so it is. Ashe. Thanks, Lulu. Hi, what a lovely day. Oh, that was for Tahira. I already did yours a while back, so hopefully you saw it. If not, you might have to go back like 15 minutes, maybe, on the rewatch. Hi, Nettie. Ooh, okay, we'll have to have you come back next time. I've kind of decided to like cut it off at, it'll be 4 here. So we have a few more or 2 more people to read for, and then it's done. I've been asking for support because I'm tired. And I want to say that again, there's something with the bridge, the heart math, this energy of the heart literally expands so far. It can like go and reach out to the people. So that's why I'm saying like that connecting to the energy can be so powerful, Tahira. Okay. Let the work be done on the astral, I guess is what I'm kind of getting at on these like other levels of reality. Okay. Oh yeah, what a lovely day I did read. That was a while ago. So the recording may or may not be up tonight, but you could always come back. Oh, hi Nesrin. Hello. Hello. But yeah, okay, so I got La. I'm going to read for La, and then I'm going to do Jason, and then yes, we're complete, because that'll take us probably to the top of the hour. But all of those of you who are just coming on, you know, I'll be back next week. Like I said, the priority readings kind of go to members. So that's sometimes the hopping up and around, but you could join the membership if you so choose. You could book a private reading with me through the link in the description. But for La, let's pull some cards. You've been waiting all day. Oh, it's fun. We're like all learning. Everyone, you know, everyone's supporting everyone on here. So, oh, I don't have all the cards even. So grateful. Okay, La. That's interesting. We have the focus card, but it's like I wasn't focused. So like, La, where is your focus right now? Is it like you're like in these different kind of like areas of focus, not really putting your attention where it needs to go? I feel like it's interesting when I see this. To me, this bow is being shot backwards. Like I would be holding it the other way, but maybe because I'm left-handed. I don't really know what that's about. But you have impasse, the sacral chakra card. So like maybe you're kind of like focusing on something that's blocking your way. There's a full moon in the background of this card. That whole concept of like focusing on, what is it? The forest for the trees, or not seeing the forest for the trees. There's something about that, about where your focus is, that's being shed with this recent full moon Scorpio. Maybe it's even tied to like, if it is like sexual trauma or any type of trauma thing, self-worth related, how you view yourself, about wrongs that have been done to you in the past. Can you let that stuff kind of just be put down, shed it like the snake sheds its skin? Focusing on certain things that are of the past, or you're focusing on the things that like you wish were different, like that's not really serving you. It's not allowing you to move forward in the direction that you do want to go. Kayla, let's pull one of these for you. Yeah, and if there's whatever that confusion is, if that's an entity, we clear you here. Who are you? Who are you? Who were you before that? 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 And what would you like to be in the future? Take all your magnetic imprinting. Good, bad, right, wrong, pun, poc, all 100 shorts, boys, povads, creations, bases, and beyonds. Yeah, it was just like a major confusion came in. So whatever that is. Deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. How can you spend some time in just being? How can you spend some timeline like caring for your body, caring for yourself in the present moment, not trying to heal and fix the things from the past? Because that can, like, you've done the work. I feel like just chill. Care for yourself now. That's actually what the body wants, the nervous system. It's like a weird that, we have to do healing on the past and our traumas, but we also have to be in the present. We have to also just allow ourselves to be in like, because the nervous system then knows how to reset in the exact moment. Does that make sense? It's interesting how the energy shifted completely from the start of that reading to now. Whoever this guy is or this energy is, like, it's not even important. Don't make it a big deal. Just focus on yourself, on that goddess energy that you are, that feminine, at ease, pausing to smell the roses. And you're protected. I love how there's cactus around it, because the cactus is like, has a protective mechanism to not be impacted by its environment. So, and it still grows flowers off it, right? Whatever that might mean for you. I'm just speaking that. But I think that's all I have to say. Wow. Yeah. What a lovely day. Oh, yeah, I guess you could go back. Cool. I'm glad you did that. I'm a Gemini. I don't remember what your reading was now, so. Oh, hi, Madeline. Hello. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I have to be home, I think. Are we meeting tomorrow? Let's meet. I'll get Paul to get up and do the phone thing. Anyway. Just making my plans. By the way, everyone, I've like decided, I'm having a phone installed because my next step is to get rid of my cell phone. I'm just speaking that here. I don't know what's going to happen. Is it going to happen? I hope so. That's my plan. You're going to have to, if you want to make plans with me, you either come on YouTube or you phone my new house phone number. Okay, we got one more reading, Jason, and then I'm done because I need to go. The only reason I say this late is because my kid's here already, so. Okay, sweet. I'm glad you liked the reading. What a lovely day. Maybe we'll see you back. Okay, let me read this. Listen, you don't know how much confirmation. Oh, cool. Sweet. I'll bring cards, Madeline, tomorrow. I'll aim to remember that. Okay, Jason. Let's pull cards for you. You're last. I love how we're like ending with the masculine. What a relief. This is the card that came out. What a relief. Oh my God, I'm just getting like intense smell of like perfume. Like, when you like smell perfume and it hurts? That. So I don't know what that is, Jason. I don't usually get like olfactory things. I'm gonna pull one of these. I'm not really sure what this card is trying to say. You have, oh my God, you have bittersweet, but another card came out too. I just want to see what it is. Guilt. Yeah. Is it your mother? Like, yeah, I want to say it's your mom because there's something about like my mom like wears a lot of perfume, and like usually my kid especially like, oh grandma. But then you have the guilt card and you have the bittersweet card. I don't know, like what's going on there. Is your mom passed away? Is there something there? Or like something about the relationship there with mother? That bittersweet energy, the guilt, feeling trapped, but yet there's like something you've like overcome here with like this relief energy. Like, where's the other deck? There's something here that like whatever these headaches are, like it's clearing, I guess, is what I want to say. And the bittersweet energy is like the proof of how like it sucks sometimes we have to like hurt people's feelings or people's feelings get hurt. Let me rephrase that. Because you don't control their feelings as much as I want to say that you do. You know, you made me feel bad. You make me feel sad. No, you feel sad because of something that I said maybe, but it's up to you to work through why you feel sad. That's a relief. It doesn't all have to fall on you. Making you laugh. Okay, good. Dealing with family. Trauma stuff with my mom. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, I guess that's that guilt stuff. Like, look at it's like the mom's drinking in the back, and the daughter's is chained. She literally has a chain to her hand. She's an angel, right? Innocent, as she's doing the ironing, whereas the mom's in the back just drinking in her own sadness. It was no one's fault. It wasn't your mom's fault. It wasn't your mom's fault. It just kept happening. But there's something breaking with you. Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? So where is it? Yeah, like this compass energy is what I was seeing. That's why I was like, why is the word coming up with it? Can you travel somewhere? Can you travel somewhere? It might not be physical though, because Imrama, in my understanding of Imrama is like a planetary kind of energy. There might be high. To me, it's like the Palladian stuff. It's like there's lots of water here too. So like whatever that might be, if it's Lemurian, Palladian, like energy of this connection to healing of the heart. Because this is kind of a green, but it's like it's like an olive paler green. I want to say that's throwing me off too. So there could be heart healing stuff here that wants to take place. My mom was an alcoholic. You want to move to Hawaii? Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. Well, Hawaii is like Lemurian stuff. Ooh. I would love to go to Hawaii. That's one of those things, again, research, spend time doing the things to make it happen, right? But I was like reading about Hawaii and how it is like a huge healing place. Lulu, if you're still here watching, Hawaii, like people will just go to Hawaii for all sorts of healing. They don't even know they're going to be healed, and they just go there, and it's like, I don't know, man. If you're feeling called to go there, like let's ask those angels and guides to support you with making it happen. There was like a volunteer when I used to work with Fireside, this like crisis psychedelic hotline or whatever. And one of the volunteers was traveling and staying in Hawaii. And like it was like a phone-based service. So we'd be on these calls. So when we would do our check-ins, I could be talking with him and you would hear all the frogs, constant, like just frogs, like ribbiting where he was at. I don't think it's like everywhere. But I was like, oh my God. Like there's something about that. Anyways, Madeline says, Hawaii is the heart vortex of the earth. Oof, there you go. Yeah, that makes sense. It's got like this huge tie. I've never been there. I have no fucking clue. I would love to go. Ugh. So Jason, yeah, whatever this is, going's going to be a bit bittersweet. You can send love to your mother, that healing energy anywhere you go, and just like it'll go to her, it'll do the work it needs to do, but you'll be in this place of more like balance in your masculinity, dare I say, of like boundary. And that's going to help her too. Believe it or not, it does. When we can, give. There's a book, it's called like, what's it called? Codependent No More. Yeah, I think it's Codependent No More. I definitely recommend that book if you are looking for something, because it's like, there's so much with codependency and addiction and all that stuff, right? And many of us, I think many of us here have these situations, even if our family members don't have like a substance addiction necessarily, but there's this codependent relationship that we're learning to set boundaries. And we need to continue following our heart's calling. Where are we being called to? Following the intuitive nudge of what we want. Okay? So, with that being said, thank you for being here. Wish you all the best. Jason, everyone here, thank you for tuning in. I've been on here for 2 hours, so I'm going to go. Again, if you'd like personal card readings done, you can book that through my website and the link in the description. Check out some of my books if you would like. You can join the membership here as well, kind of get priority readings, lots of other fun exclusive content in the membership portal or the community portal. But yeah, I'll be back on here sometime next week, either probably Monday, but maybe we'll do Tuesday again. We'll see. Until then, hope you guys have a great day. Thank you. Bye. Bye, everyone.